The human mind is a powerful tool of creation, and a creative mind can bend itself to become anything it wants to be. Your upbringing does not set your fate. It's up to the mind to determine one's true identity. Sebastian Brundage is one such person, overcoming obstacles and building his brand. Sebastian lives in Rochester, New York, where he makes paintings and writes, records, and produces his own hip-hop music. Hailing from the small towns of Phelps and Clifton Springs, New York, Sebastian's upbringing is about as far from rap culture as one would expect. Being from a rural area, how do you feel your upbringing has influenced or affected your art?
Well, I kind of always felt like somebody who was seeing a bunch of things that didn't make sense to me. Like, I don't know, like racism and sexism and homophobia and all of these things that were like happening in my environment. Because I lived in like a all white area, so there's not very much diversity, and also I was never like told that I could do hip hop music. Anytime I was like, once I became interested in it, I was surrounded by people that were like, you can't do that. So, so I guess it made it really strange. Really, it made it so I had to push back against everything that I've been shown, or else I would just become what everybody wanted me to become, which was nothing.
And though he faced criticism and uncertainty from those around him, Sebastian pushed through, pursuing his dreams and accomplishing his goals. Sebastian has drawn inspiration from a wide variety of artists and musicians.
J. Cole's probably my favorite, and then Kanye, Frank Ocean, Andre 3000. The people that I related to most growing up were always musicians or actors or artists, because they were always like expressing something that is beyond what is actually taking place in this world. They're always expressing like future ideas, like almost like utopian type ideas, but more like from their own personal standpoint. But I feel like it's all like leading towards that one thing. I mean, when I finish a song, a brand new song, like the feeling of like completing that new song that is like at my highest level is the best feeling.
Sebastian is not your typical up-and-coming rapper, though. Without an ego in sight, his goals are simple: to change the world for the better, any way that he can.
A lot of my art is to have my own personal growth. So it's like I'm growing, the same time I'm growing as a person, my art is growing the same. Like I can't be a better artist than I am as a person. So the better I become as a person, the better my art gets, because it becomes more like true to who I am. And then it's ultimately just like finding my own truth. I just hope to, speak to people who have like felt like me in different situations in my life where I've like felt not confident in myself, or, felt like I couldn't do what I wanted to do in life, and be able to influence those people to do what they want to do in life, just like the artists that inspired me to do what I want to do. Live in a world where everybody's free. That's really like my long-term goal. And I guess I hope that I can achieve that through creating art and learning myself and learning my own issues, and then figuring out how to completely solve myself and completely, push out the energy into the world that can create a world that is almost like perfect for everybody.